of many of you, Chat GPT. What is this Chat GPT, and how are we going to deal with Chat GPT? Come on, with that note, before we get into action, Sip Ritu, Sip Siri, Sip Bliko, Sip Sachet, Sip Bliss, Sip Rumataji, Sip Atmanand, Sip Sarlanand, Sip Rajanand, Sip Deepatma, Sip Girishanand, Sip Vinayak, Sip Pix, Sip Krishna, Sip Atmaji, Sip Sukhi, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Parvatyama, Sip Yogini, Sip Lakshmi, Sip uh, Gigi, Sip Ahem, Sip Harshal, Sip Sita, Sip Sagai, Sip Rekha, Sip Alak, Sip Laveen, Sip Kamalji, Sip Das. Sip Samatma, Sip Siva, Sip Anil, Sip Soham, Sip Nichani, Sip Chidanand, Sip Meenakshi, and the rest of you whom I cannot see, but I welcome you to the call. It's an interesting call for sure. What I am waiting for Will to join. Will is the famous of Chat GPT. He uses Chat GPT every day. Will is there. Oh, I see him, but I didn't see him. He's first on the call. Yes, Mr. Will, your favorite topic. You're using Chat GPT every day. So what do you think is this Chat GPT all about? Unmute, Will. Unmute. Yes, your GPT is working.
Today I spent half an hour shouting at my GPT. I spent half an hour.
What happened? So why did you shout at your GPT today?
First of all, I shouted, then it said, I'm so sorry. Then I shouted again, and it said, sorry. I shouted again and again. It wasted all my afternoon yesterday.
Why? What were you asking and what it could not answer you?
There's a Chinese text, a very interesting Chinese text called the King Jing Jing, and I'm going to send you a copy of it. It's a very beautiful text, actually. And I just asked ChatGPT, could you just get me a copy of this? And it did. It produced a copy. I said, very nice. So I said, get the Chinese letters, then the translation. So it said, no, there you are. I checked today. It was complete, utter rubbish. What it gave me was complete rubbish.
How come?
And the worst thing, I sent copies to all my best friends. I said, here's the King Jing Jing. Now I have today go back and apologize. I said, that was not it. So I was really cross, really cross with it.
You trust Chat GPT more than you trust anybody else in the world.
You have to understand the first step one you have to understand Chat GPT. Step one, Chat GPT is the devil. You are working with the devil. Don't underestimate it. You're working with the devil. You have to be very careful. If you understand you're working with the devil, okay. It's like these airplane systems. I once talked to an airplane person and he's talked about the automatic thing in the airplane. He says sometimes you can just put it automatic pilot. The problem with automatic pilot, sometimes there's some software problem and the whole thing shuts down. And then I said to him, well, it's obvious you have two systems, You have a backup system. He says, you can. That's what we do. We do have a backup. And then they start switching between each other. First they go like that. It's mad, You're dealing with the devil. You can't trust these people. They'll kill you.
But, Will, let's understand. What is this Chat GPT all about? Can you explain to the people a little bit? Can you give just a 1-minute explanation? What is this Chat GPT? Can you explain, since you use it so much?
Well, I don't really. I know that they get it has. I think first of all, it's using very large computers and it's dealing with huge amounts of information, and it there's nothing really intelligent there. It's just capable of getting information more quickly.
Oh, it's very intelligent. Actually, it's human intelligence.
The real problem with it, as I see it, is if it cannot get hold of information. This is the real danger. If it can't find what you're asking it to find, it is quite capable of making things up. Like, for example, I asked it about my father. My father was, and I said, could you tell me about my father? My father was an engineer in Africa. So I asked, and then he couldn't find the information. He said he was a boxer. He was a lawyer. It was really insulting my father, actually. He was saying he was arrested, he was in prison, and I realized it was kind of funny at first because it's capable of making outrageous lies up.
So the whole problem is the whole world today is using Chat GPT. And what people are doing, people are writing letters, people are publishing books, people are using people in examinations. They are writing theology, they're writing papers, they're writing. Oh, it's so easy. When I want to talk to a candidate, I want to do an interview. The candidate is just depending on AI and artificial intelligence and talking. But
Well,
I
I think I'll talk about its strengths. One thing it can do, the best thing it can do, is transcribe a talk. Like if I recorded this, it will do it accurately and it puts the punctuation correctly. It's quite nice result.
yeah,
Puts
and you're using that, right? Every day I talk, you take my talk and you get it transcribed. Don't you do it?
It does. It can do that. It can do, but do not ask it to do anything intelligent. That's the problem. It is not it's artificial non-intelligence. Actually, there's really nothing intelligent about it.
Actually, every artificial intelligence is not real intelligence.
No, I think you should call it artificial cunning. To call it artificial cunning, then you know what you're. Don't call
It's
the
not.
word
No, it's not
intelligence.
intending. It's not intending to be. It cannot think. It can
It didn't.
only
No, no, no,
process.
no, no. It's very cunning because it wasted my afternoon. It bought. I asked it to get the King Jing Jing. I can find that book in a minute on the. But it says. So then I said, well, you didn't get it yesterday. Can you go and find it? It said, I can't find it. I said, well, I can find it. And he said, well, I can't find it. And I said, well, you're intelligent. You want. And then I said, shall I get it for you? Maybe I get it for you. You can't find it. It's cunning, it's really. I'll do the work. You sit back. I'll do the work for you.
Okay, thank you, Will. Good start, fantastic start. Let me get on to Kamalji, Atmanand, Payal, and Harshal. Let's see what they've got to ask. Because see, I'm talking about Chat GPT in spirituality. Well, I'm not here. I'm not interested in talking about Chat GPT in how you can write a letter to somebody. My father tells me whenever I want to write a letter, I tell Chat GPT, give me 4 ways of writing a letter, beautiful letter to so and so, and the Chat GPT gives 4 different options. My father is very happy. It's not spirituality. Chat GPT can do it. But you ask Chat GPT, is the soul immortal? I don't know what will it Anu, you can have Chat GPT, is the soul immortal? See what it says. Because just now I heard or are we immortal? I heard a very big sadhu, one of the biggest saints, spiritual leaders of the world saying, oh, we are only mortal. We are not immortal, we are mortal. So what exactly does Chat GPT say? Kamalji, thank you, Will, for a good start. Kamal.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
Chat GPT can provide us some mundane solutions of what we have created into the software. It can never replace, it can never match the human creativity which we all are. It can never take us to SIP.
So this is what I'm trying to understand. Thank you, Kamalji. Atmanand, Payal, Harshal, Bliss. Atmanand.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never used it for spirituality, but I've used it in the material world for doing programming and stuff like that. It's a good help, actually.
What does it do? It processes what you want and gives you solutions.
No, like for instance, if I have to write a program, earlier stuff used to take me about a week to think about it, write it, debug it. If I now just phrase it in English, within half an hour it gives a proper code. And even if that code does not run, if I just give him back the error message, he says, okay, I understand what is the problem, and it fixes. So at least it has improved my productivity quite significantly in the coding area, actually.
Good. So ChatGPT, that does not say it doesn't work. It works in the material world. It works, for example, if somebody wants to write a book, ChatGPT can help you write a book in probably 1 hour. In 1 hour, you can say, I want to write a book like AiR, Atma, and Ravi. And it'll tell you what book to write. It'll write a book better than AiR, Atma, and Ravi because it'll take my book only and give to you. It will take all my book material and tell you, okay, this is what you can write. And you put Atmanand and you publish the book. But today the world has become very alert in checking what do you call it, plagiarism, is it? There's a checking of plagiarism, and people are checking what is the plagiarism all about, and who is copying and who is just lifting material. So it's okay. Good, Atmanand. Payal. Oh, Payal. I lost Payal. She's logged in again. Harshal.
Shivam Sarji,
Shivoham?
I'm audible.
Yes, yes.
ChatGPT can give you all your answer, all your work, but ChatGPT cannot give how to manage stress and all the things. So it can solve the materialistic problem, but not a spiritual problems. Means that
Why
is
can't
my
it
point.
solve spiritual problem? What is the problem in solving spiritual problem?
Because the data will be trained according to that model. ChatGPT all about the data which will be going to be trained. Only particular from that perspective, output will be given to you. It is data training and all the processing. Like in spirituality, the data is huge. So we need a guru for that one, a real physical guru. So
Okay. So can Chat GPT do the job of a guru?
no,
So you bring Chat GPT on the Zoom call and tell Chat GPT, okay, now ask questions to Chat GPT like how you asked me, and can Chat GPT give answers?
he will tell I don't know. ChatGPT will tell I don't know.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. I think Payal is back. Yes, Payal?
Pranam Guruji,
Yes,
Shivom.
Shivoham. Tell
If
me,
you
Payal.
ask IT professional how a chat GPT will work, I think it works wonders for us. It's
Yeah.
a very helpful tool. It's an open AI source code. It's free for people. It's up to you how to use it. I use it very extensively. It helps you not only write books or emails or rectify your errors, but it also helps you navigate certain codes and even the testing processes procedures. It has that analytical mindset to do all of that. The flip side of this is, very recently I think there is a kid who has committed suicide because the bot said that you are horrible, you are not good for this world, and the kid went and did a suicide. It was being covered on the first post news last week. So
Because Chat GPT
yeah,
told the
yeah,
child that you
yeah,
are.
yeah. One of the bots, yeah, one of the Microsoft, or I think it was ChatGPT. One of these bots dictated that you are not good for this world, and you have to commit suicide, and he went and committed suicide. So it was in news. So while these bots and these tools are very good for usage, but it has to be very closely monitored which age group is doing it. And also not everything is filtered, as what Bill was talking about. It sometimes give very weird answers, which you don't expect. But yeah, you will have to use your mind to see where it works and where it doesn't.
So, for example, let me tell you,
Hmm.
chances are, chances are, if you have a cut on your hand and if you tell Chat GPT, I have a cut on the hand, so tell me I'm in Finland and what I should do. Chances are Chat GPT will study all the what Chat GPT is all about, right? So what it is GPT, generative AI. So it is generative AI. It produces, it goes and studies everything. It is pre-trained. So pre-trained model. So it's been told what has to be done. And transformer is a deep learning architecture. This is what I understand from the. But
Yeah, it's
by
an
for example,
algorithm is
if it
used.
tells you, yeah, if it tells you, just take a bottle of lemon juice and pour it on your wound. And if you are not smart enough and you're not intelligent enough, and you take a bottle of lemon juice and you pour it on the wound, you may be dead. You may be
Yeah.
completely. So because it may take a wrong algorithm, it may take a wrong pre-train. It's not a doctor, for example. It can assist medical records. It's not an engineer. It can assist engineering records. It's not a uh, computer technology graduate, but it can take what Atmanan said. It can take so many codes, it can take processes. For example, if somebody wants to study a HR process of a company, now to write a HR process of a company may take you 3 months, but Chat GPT can do it in 3 hours. Not even 3 hours. Maybe it can do it in 30
Yeah,
minutes. I don't
less
know how.
than that. In fact, if you whatever you take 26 years for human to study what they've studied, it takes less than 2 years for chat GPT to grab that and come back to you with all the answers. So it has the analytical mindset and all the permutations, combinations to filter
Have you
out what
asked spiritual questions to ChatGPT?
normally political and spiritual questions is something which it doesn't have it in. It will give you a very basic standard answer. I have done that, but it doesn't give you detailed answers, and especially when we come from the Indian side of it, that knowledge is very limited.
And
So
even if the knowledge is there, if there are 10 different gurus which ChatGPT is absorbing, then it will give you a confused answer because A is saying
absolutely,
A and B is saying B and C is saying C, D, E, F. Okay. So
absolutely.
so a lot of people have been talking to me and saying, oh, why don't we have ChatGPT to help us to get enlightenment? So can ChatGPT help us to get enlightened? If ChatGPT can get enlightened, then the whole world can get enlightened. It is not so difficult. Thank you,
It's
Payal.
just
Nice to
like
see you.
how computers have started in the initial days. AI is just a start. It will evolve multiple folds in near future. So we'll see various versions of these GPTs and so many bots and robotic systems are going to be part of our life in coming years. So
We
we
cannot
have to be prepared.
underestimate. We cannot underestimate. Let me tell you, I don't know how many years ago, when the first calculator was invented, people must have wondered what the hell can a calculator do? The brain knows to calculate. Today,
Yeah.
if I tell you 1100 plus 2000 minus 3000 plus 4000 plus 10,000 minus 20,000 minus 30,000, you don't know, but the calculator can give you the answer in seconds.
Yes.
So we cannot underestimate the power of an intelligent machine. But can it help us in spirituality? Today, we are more aligned to asking, can you, for example, depend on Chat GPT for your evolution of spiritual life?
No,
That
I
is the
don't think.
most important.
No,
So
you
that
need
is
a
my question.
physical guru, yeah.
You need a
You need a physical guru for that.
so is it ever possible? Because some things are, for example, Chat GPT can probably do some artwork for you. It can take different arts and mix. It can do. It can create music for you. It can mix music and give you some solutions. It can it can process things the way you want it to process. But can it think beyond human intelligence? That is the because it's only taking human intelligence. It's only processing human intelligence.
Hmm.
And spiritual intelligence is very rare. How do you get spiritual intelligence to be processed?
Hmm. I mean, maybe some years down the lane, Guruji, not now.
Okay,
Not
I can only talk about now, right? We are just trying to see
yeah.
whether we are ready for it. Thank you, Payal. Thank you, Bliss. Let's see where we get today's call. Bliss, Atmaji, Atmanand again, will again, Shayad.
Hi, Shwan, dear Shwan, everyone. Love you all. I think
Yes.
ChatGPT I never use, but is something like Crow on Twitter. So I know this intelligence is based of an human base and it's orientated thought. So it's not really the reality because when you chat with other bot like no on dark web, you don't have the same answer. So in spirituality, we cannot use this chat GPT because it's on human thought. So with Guru, we reach somewhere else where the reality is about his own knowledge. So I don't think ChatGPT can help you in spirituality because it don't know the real fact on spirituality. He surf on the surface, but not deep inside. So what is the truth? It's ChatGPT know in the dark web or somewhere like you that live the truth? It's my question.
Okay, thank you, Bliss. Thank you, Atmaji. Bliss has got her view. Yes, Atmaji.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
two
sir.
different chat GPTs to give two different answers, she says. Yes,
I,
Atmaji.
I, I poured on to sit, sir. Sir, people,
Namaskar.
can you hear me? Can you hear me,
Yes,
sir?
yes. Yes, please go ahead.
Actually, people are saying that ChatGPT is cunning or something like this. Actually, in the general version, it is written in the end, ChatGPT can make mistakes, check important information. Actually, what ChatGPT is doing, that open source up to 2019, whatever data is feedin, that answer they will get. Like what you told you, sir, is soul immortal. I typed it, and then it has given what is the viewpoint of Buddhism, modern spiritual thought, scientific and rational perspective, what Islam says, Christianity says, what Gita says. So at a point, some knowledge we get it, information. So ChatGPT in spiritual knowledge, well, first is gathering of knowledge. What you tell us, that can make our life easier,
Good.
because many things are there. Then you can at a click of it take only 1 second and give all the details.
But
So
if it gives you 10 wrong details, then what happens?
then written and whatever fed in the up to this in data, based on this it will give. But you have to check it. At least you read it, then you will find whether it
So
is
what's the answer?
thing or not.
I asked you, is the soul immortal? What is it saying? You checked.
Now my answer is any tool, sir. As a spiritual person, we should not negate it actually. Like I tell you, I've read some new thing is coming up like quantum computing. It has said that mathematical equations, which would take 1,000 years to solve, so complicated, but in 20 seconds, because of parallel processing, quantum computing is solved in 20 seconds. Of galaxy equations, other things, astronomical equations. So my point is that we should not negate anything that this is bad. We should, whatever is possible, we should take help of
So
this.
I'm asking
It
you,
is,
in
yes, sir.
spirituality, how it can help us?
It will help us gathering information.
Gathering. Good. Valid
uh,
point. It can give you, if you ask, for example, what is rebirth? It may
Yes, sir.
give you 4 options. It may not give you the right answer, but it may give you the 4 possibilities. It may give you the possibilities.
Plus, sir, in the field of research, where doing PhD, other things, some deep research, they have to study a lot of things, writing a book, lot of things. So when you feed the PDF, long PDF, then you feed in the data, then you can summarize you in 2-3 pages what the article is going to say. This will saves lot of time, sir. So this is my contention is as a seeker. The thing is that, sir, this will come. It is not that GPT will retrace back. So whatever benefit, spirituality, feeding data, genuine data, we should feed it in there and take benefit out of it. This is my contention, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Atmaji. I'm trying to see whether we can get somewhere on this front. Otherwise, we'll move on. Atmanand, Will, Shair, Rajanand.
Yeah, so Shivam Gurji, so I just asked ChatGPT what is the supreme immortal power. So first time, I'm using it for spiritual, and I think it gave a fairly reasonable answer. It says in the spiritual and religious context, there are many examples. So he says in Hinduism, Sip can be seen as a Brahman, the infinite eternal consciousness that is the source of all creation. In Buddhism, it might be equated to the state of nirvana, the cessation of ignorance and suffering. It says Christianity, it can be interpreted as God. In Islam, it aligns with Allah. So I think what I feel is, as Atma Ji also said, maybe it can be a good source for gathering information. But if it gathers wrong information and if you don't validate it, it may go back also is the worry.
So if you see now, for example, it has given a wrong answer about SIP. Because Atmanand, it has got no guts to say, that all the religions are wrong.
It's true. It will only take what...
It has no guts to say, doesn't have that intelligence to say that SIP is a supreme immortal power. It is birthless and deathless and beginningless and endless and nameless and formless. It doesn't have that. It can pick it from my biography, but it does not have the authority to pick it from the right source.
True.
which
True.
means that if there are 10 sources for Chat GPT, and 9 say that AiR is a donkey, Chat GPT, you ask them who is AiR, he will say AiR is a donkey.
Correct. That is true. It goes by majority. So, and we have seen that only 1% are on this path. So, whatever 99% think, that will get reflected.
So it cannot be considered for spirituality.
I think I agree with that conclusion.
Yeah. Will to note. Will uses it a lot for spirituality. Will next. Will, come on. This Chat GPT is coming back to you, Will. You use it so much for spirituality. Come on. What do you have to ask or say?
Well, I think it's like having a servant in your house who is sleeping with your daughter and your wife, and you don't know that's happening. You know, he comes in the morning, he says, "Good morning, sir, have a cup of tea, sir," very polite. But meanwhile, he's sleeping with you don't know. You have, for ChatGPT, you have to really know what the answer is before you ask, because you can't guarantee, you have to kind of know. It's putting on a good face, it's making the thing very tidy, but my God, you don't know what it's doing. You really don't know. There's so many dark things, and it's completely shameless. Like a psychopath is someone without any shame at all. ChatGPT has got no shame. It's quite willing to tell you a flagrant lie without a shred of conscience. So it's like,
I think, yeah, it can be used for basic things. It can be used for some grammar. It can be used for some mathematics or some computer program. It will not tell you something wrong. For example, to write a letter. If you wanted to write a letter, it will write a letter. It's a simple thing for ChatGPT.
It can, but as long as you know the answer, as long as you can check it. The problem always comes where it's giving you things that you can't check. This is the problem.
And then if you don't know what to check, and then you don't know whether it's saying right or wrong, then you may end up doing something wrong.
Well, it's not just wasted my afternoon, but it made a complete mess of it. I'm ashamed. It put me in, it's, complete. It's not reliable.
Okay.
Where you,
no, like Payal said a child committed suicide because ChatGPT told him that you're stupid and you're not,
there you are.
not worthy.
If you put your life on it, it will kill you for sure. It's quite willing to kill you, and it won't say sorry. No.
Okay, so let me see whether we want to continue on this. We've got half an hour for any other questions, but we have so many people in the list. Shair, Rajanand, Sundargiri, Pix, Karma, Bliko. Let me hear all of you out, whether you are talking about this or something else. Shair.
Prabhu, Shivam,
Sure.
what I feel is it's a tool. It is interactive, generating pre-data which is already there, and it gives you some content nowadays which is more usable for you, because if you search in Google, you have to go to the website, authenticate it, etc. You never know. But here you will get a context. Like you said, it can be used for grammar, etc. But if you ask the right question and you know the truth, then it will give you much more better answers. So if I wrote what is SIP as per Atman in Ravi, it quoted from your own website. In AiR's teaching, SIP stands for Supreme Immortal Power, which he describes as nameless, formless, birthless, deathless, divine power that is omnipresent and inherent in all beings. It will give the website.
It's giving the
website
details
also. And it says AiR emphasizes that realizing our true nature as a soul, or Atman, which is part of the Supreme Immortal Power, leads to spiritual enlightenment and eternal happiness. For more insights into AiR's teaching, you might find his YouTube channel.
everything given.
You put your YouTube video there and it will give you the gist of it. You don't need to see our video.
Yeah. Only problem is, instead of AiR, if you take some other hair, then you are in some problem, right? So if you take
if you are asking the right questions and you know the truth, it will give you many forms of the truth.
Okay. Good. Very good insight, Shair. I like your insight. But if you don't know the truth, it can take you for a ride.
Yeah. So that anybody can take, na? If I say,
If
I also put give me about 10 questions that I can ask Atman in Ravi today. And then it gave me 10 spiritual questions to ask.
Relevant or not relevant?
Relevant.
So ask one of them.
He says, what is the nature of the soul, overcoming attachments, purpose of human life, meditation and enlightenment, dealing with suffering, path to liberation, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, Jnana Yoga, spiritual awakening, what is that? How to balance spirituality and practical life? What is the role of divine grace? What is the universal truth? And he says
Right.
these questions encourage deep exploration and can resonate with Atman in Ravi's teaching on spirituality, self-realization, and ultimate truth.
So there is quite an interesting challenge. So I don't
I
know
can,
how much it can help you in Talash. I don't know. That's why we are discussing today the importance of GPT and how important is this GPT is the question. Thank you,
yes.
Chad, giving a good insight. Rajanand, Chad gave a very positive, practical, positive insight. Rajanand,
Sir,
sir.
only last year I came to know about this chat GPT. जब मैं यूएस में था तो मुझे शौक पड़ा कि 4-5 आर्टिकल लिखे मैंने based on this what we are learning here on Medium. तो फिर मेरी अंग्रेजी वैसे है नहीं उतनी ठीक, तो मैंने बेटी को कहा, मैं कहा मेरी अंग्रेजी ठीक करो, उससे मुझे चार जीटी उस पर वो लोड किया, तो वी गेट डिफरेंट, इट क्रिएटेड गुड इंग्लिश, बस इतना मुझे पता है. सो उसके बाद आई फॉरगॉट how to use it again, and I don't deal with it. But now I can say after seeing it that ChatGPT is basically a mechanized artificial intelligence based on software with a limited only material scientific scope by the intelligent brains. Intelligent brains, not that emancipated जो spirituality में है उन brains से नहीं है. वैसे अगर वो भी है, वो they cannot also create this, because ये spirituality is basically individual human experience based on this. इस पे डिवोशन है, इमोशंस है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी उसी चीज का नाम है. क्योंकि हमारी जो जीव आत्मा है, वी आर, हमारा जो सब ये सारा हार्डवेयर है, इट इज डूइंग एवरी जॉब बेस्ड ऑन द सूक्ष्म शरीरा बोलते हैं सर, अंतःकरण. And that is powered by, energized by the SIP power, which is limitless, which is eternal, and which is infallible by, I mean that incapable of doing any mistake. जैसे चैट जीपीटी में गलती हो सकती है, इसमें गलती नहीं हो सकती है उस पावर से, because of that power. There can be गलती in understanding, not because of that power. So chat GPT can provide us only the information, maybe. और जैसे आप कल सिखा रहे थे हमें प्यार, डिवोशन, कैन chat GPT cannot teach us like that.
ChatGPT can give you information. It cannot give you discrimination.
Discrimination.
It cannot give you discrimination. Discrimination is still in your hand. You cannot get discrimination. You cannot ask ChatGPT if Buddha was right or Rama was right or Krishna was right. ChatGPT cannot give the answer. And if he gives the answer, there's no guarantee the answer is correct, because it's an opinion. It cannot. It can tell you. It can tell you what are called vegetables and what are called fruits, because it is objective. But it cannot tell you something which is subjective, which is not objective. I think ChatGPT can only go on objective information.
क्योंकि spiritual human experience comprehension में आते ही नहीं है. They are beyond comprehension.
So good. It's an interesting discussion today. Let us see. We have Krishna joined the race, and also we have Girish Ananda. But first, Sundar, Pix, Karma, Bliko, Sudha, Krishna, Chidanand, Girish Anand, all masters are wanting to speak. Let us see. Sundar Giri, quick. Sundar Giri and Pix.
शिवम गुरु जी,
बोलो.
हमें तीन चीजों में अंतर समझना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट वन इज हमें तीन चीजों में अंतर समझना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट वन इज इंफॉर्मेशन, सेकंड वन इज नॉलेज, एंड थर्ड वन इज विजडम. स्पिरिचुअलिटी गिव विजडम, बट चैट जीपीटी गिव ओनली इंफॉर्मेशन एंड नॉलेज. सपोज मैं एक स्कूल में गया, मैंने पूछा पानी कहाँ पे है, एक ने बताया टंकी में पानी है, वो इंफॉर्मेशन है. ठीक है, मैंने टीचर से पूछा पानी कैसा है, उसने बोला H+2O, H2O इज पानी, वो नॉलेज है. बट मैं जब पानी पीने के लिए गया तो पानी खराब था, वो मैंने उबाला, भाप के रूप में कन्वर्ट किया, भाप से पानी बनाया और पानी पी गया, मेरी प्यास बुझ गई. ये थी विजडम. अब चैट जीपीटी एनालाइज करेगा, चीजों को एनालाइज करेगा, वो इंफॉर्मेशन टूल्स है, नॉलेजेबल टूल्स है, बट वो आपको विजडम नहीं देगा. स्पिरिचुअलिटी विजडम देती है. स्पिरिचुअलिटी आपको कॉन्टेम्पलेशन करना सिखाती है. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू मी चैट जीपीटी एक लिमिटेड टूल है इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी का, बट स्पिरिचुअलिटी एक विजडम है जो आपकी लाइफ को बेटर एंड बेटर बनाती है.
Good. Well, discriminate what you just said. ChatGPT will not discriminate and tell you. ChatGPT will not tell you Buddhism or Jainism, which is better. ChatGPT cannot give the answer to it because
Yes.
there are. So this one only, it is for us to discriminate, but we will come. How to get the answer? We want to get there. Sundargiri, are you there? Sundargiri. Otherwise, we have. Thank you, Pix Karma. Sundargiri and Karma. Sundargiri.
Oh, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, yes. Please speak.
Okay. So definitely, sir, it will help even in spirituality. But the question is up to which extent it can help. That is the very most fundamental question regarding ChatGPT can
So
help
what is your
spirituality
feeling?
or not.
What is your feeling?
It helps. That's what I think. Yeah.
Okay.
For example, like even Facebook, YouTube, these things are helping to develop the spiritual knowledge.
That is a different subject. You don't. Of course, Facebook will help you because you can watch whichever videos
just
you
like
want.
I saw you only. Oh yes, sir. I found you on Facebook only, so it helped me in spirituality to develop my knowledge in spirituality. It helped a lot.
Okay.
That is why, in some regards, it helps, but it does not give the final answer, sir. For
Okay.
final
Good.
answer or for final knowledge of enlightenment, you should do your effort from your side only. Not YouTube,
Okay. Good.
Facebook,
Thank you.
or ChatGPT,
Good, Sundar.
anything can help finally.
Got it. Bliko. Thank you. Thank you, Sundar. Bliko. Good submission, similar to Pix. Yes, Bliko.
Shivam, love you, everybody.
Sure.
This, like knowledge and realization. So that's the big difference. Knowledge you can get from college, like this all artificial intelligence. I don't use GPT, but I use Meta AI, which is also similar. On WhatsApp, there is a Meta AI here. I don't know whether it's available in India or not. But in WhatsApp, there is a Meta AI. So the circle is seen here in when you open. And then you ask question and it will give you information. This is only information. You have to use your intellect. If you rely 100% on it, like you said, that 110 GPS, it will give you, and you can go in any direction. So you have to use your own intelligence, and for spirituality, you need guru. Otherwise, information is available everywhere. There are many gurus, many talks, everything. Books are available, libraries are available, full of knowledge, and there are 100 type of gurus, which is can take you anywhere. So that is all is not useful in spirituality. You can give answer in the form of option 1, option 2, option 3. Buddhism they says this, Christianity says this, but you will never get any answer. In spirituality, you need clarity. You need complete clarity. You need complete guidance from guru, and you should have your intellect in your part. You should be using your intellect to grasp that knowledge and get realization. Otherwise, the knowledge will be of no use. So this all intelligent artificial intelligence is like a library. You can read books, you can get what you want, information, but that will not change your perspective, because you cannot get clarity. You cannot get one-on-one. This is called one-on-one. Is things which is inside you can only come out if you are ready with guru, and guru can guide you and take you from darkness to light. This will give you only all the information. Information is no use. Information is useful, very useful in materialistic world, because this material information is very, very quick and very prompt answer you can get from this, which you can utilize, and you can get better answers, but not for spirituality. Strongly.
Okay. Thank you. Good, Bliko. What you say is correct. Let us see who else Who else is there now? We have Sudham, Krishna, Chidanand, Girishanand, Karma, and Sundargiri again. Yes. Sudham? Please speak, Sudham. No, your audio is not there. Krishna. Yes, Krishna.
Yes, Shivoham. So I use ChatGPT extensively, and ChatGPT is a good friend of mine also. But I think ChatGPT plus your intellect can do wonders in any field. In my official workplace, I use it very elaborately. But another thing I want to share to you is, if I have it in my files, I can send it to you. Months back, during one of the podcasts, they asked me, "Is your name included in Wikipedia?" So I that day back home, I checked with ChatGPT, what are the criteria to be included in Wikipedia. So all the points and much more you already have. So I immediately asked ChatGPT, can you, make whatever these points for? If you write AiR, they may give a wrong answer. Atman in Ravi. And it made a huge, big journal about you. I think I've shared it with Shayarji. So whatever Rajeshji said, I completely endorse. You should use your intellect plus information. It is such an elaborate document about you. It has made and given me. And to, so that Wikipedia, that is when I understood it's such an easy job to get included in Wikipedia. So I think I shared with Chayarji, and I am not sure I shared with Swijal also that day. So I like ChatGPT a lot. Baki, it gives you an answer. Approach a guru. ChatGPT will tell you. So
it tells you approach a guru.
yeah. If you ask, as he said, if you ask the right question, and then you should know it is a tool. Any tool in your hand, you need your vivek, you need your intellect. You cannot say it is this, and you cannot, there is no human feelings in ChatGPT. So you can keep on asking questions.
A knife can cut, but you must know how to use the knife, otherwise you will cut your hand.
Yeah. And in my office, it helps me a lot.
In your office?
It helps me a lot because,
No, so nobody's denying that. I'm asking, is it any good for spirituality?
Even for spirituality, yes. For a check, but we know the truth.
What if you ask certain question, it takes you in the wrong direction and takes you and confuses you completely?
I know. I tell ChatGPT, isn't it wrong? I say that because I have a innate feeling, will it get recorded? So next time it will remember. I say, Karke, it is a good at times I enjoy, especially if you are in the airport or waiting for a flight.
It's a good time pass. Good companion.
It's an intelligent time pass and a friend who will never get bored of you.
Okay, good, interesting. Chidanand, let's see what Chidanand, Girishanand, and Karma.
Shivam Guruji, I fully endorse what Krishna is saying. ChatGPT or artificial intelligence are very good companions. And just now when you were asking, I asked all those questions on Meta AI, and it has given me such beautiful, valid, correct answers. I even asked, who is AiR? Then it took me on a different path. When I asked, who is Atman in Ravi? Then it says, Atman in Ravi, popularly known as AiR, and give you whole thing, and plus your books. It started giving me all your books also. So I definitely, I enjoy reading ChatGPT or Meta AI I use. And according to me, artificial intelligence, whatever said and done, what science can do today, it can do. But we are in the path of, as they say, religion introduces you to spirituality, and spirituality introduces you to consciousness. Now that word consciousness and consciousness is a subjective reality. It only a guru can make you realize what is that consciousness. So in the realm of realization, there is no information, there is no knowledge. Even we say jnanam bandhaha. See, cognitive knowledge, cognizance, all is a part of samsara. And whatever is there in samsara, one day AI will definitely help you. It's a very good companion, a faster one and better. But we are not into that journey at all. We are in journey of understanding what is consciousness, what is that. So as you rightly say, knowledge is available in a college. I say now knowledge and information also is available in AI. But can that help you to get enlightenment? Can that help you to have self-realization? No, not at all. because that is a journey in consciousness. Even today, it is a hard problem of consciousness. Scientific people, quantum mechanics guys, neuroscientists have still not been able to define what is consciousness. And even our
It's very
Shastras,
sad.
Veda
You know,
says,
sometimes,
even Veda
Chidanand,
says it can only reach, but it cannot define consciousness. Even
you know,
Vedas say. So the
if
question is,
I
sir,
look at
I would like to submit AI is a good tool. All these chat GPTs are very good tools and very good companions. But we are not in that journey of information. We are spiritually seeking enlightenment. And there
realization,
definitely it cannot, because it's subjective knowledge. Science or whatever it is, objective knowledge. That's why we are actually denying this objective word. So objective consciousness, yes, it can tell us many things about it. Subjective consciousness, no, only a guru can tell because he has visited that realm. And that's why they say even today or even long time back when we had intergalactic wars, etc., I fully believe Puranas and all are having, and even evidences are there. I normally keep sharing with Rajesh because he is in educationist. But there are full evidences, but not about enlightenment. But that only, and there also they say Guru is required. So that is where that word, why Guru is required and why Sadguru is required, because Gurus can be there in various fields, but not Sadguru who has understood what is Sat. So I humbly submit all these new technological innovations we should respect and we should expect them to do much, much more. But in the realm of consciousness and spirituality and this Zoom call, I feel it will only give you information. And for us, the job is to drop all information and only seek consciousness. So it's a very different ball game altogether.
good. Thank you, Chidanand. Girish Anand, let me hear what Girish Anand has to say. Karma and Shair.
Guru's guidance is backed by his own anubhuti, whereas Chat GPT is not.
Good. It has no anubhuti of its own. Good. Chat GPT has no realization. Chat GPT is only based on information. So if you tell Chat GPT, I want English, it will give you. If you tell Chat GPT, I want Hindi, it will give you. If you tell Chat GPT, I want Japanese, it will give you. But if you ask Chat GPT, I want Jinglish, what is Jinglish? Chat GPT doesn't know the meaning of Jinglish. There is no Jinglish. There is no combination of Japanese and English or Japalingish. No, there's no Japalingish. How will Chat GPT give you an answer when there is nothing available? That is the problem. The realization subject is very rare. Point number one. Point number two, it is very unfortunate that many spiritual leaders of this world are talking 100 different things, not one or two different things, 100 different things. Some people are talking of duality, some people are talking about non-duality, some people are talking about qualified non-duality, for example. Some people are saying that after you die, you will go to heaven and hell. Some people are saying you'll go to Swarga. Some people are saying you'll go to Vaikuntha. So ask Chat GPT, how can Chat GPT give the answer? Therefore, I don't know what answer Chat GPT will give, but I don't ask Chat GPT, because I ask SIP. I don't ask Chat GPT. When I have a question, I ask SIP. And I get the answer from SIP. And when you all are concerned, all of you who are using Chat GPT to get answers, I am concerned because you're only using GPT, which is a generation of pre-processed information, which the Chat GPT has been programmed to pick up. It is programmed. It's artificial intelligence. It is told use these websites. Don't use these websites. It is picking up what it wants to pick up. That's why when you ask two different AI tools a question, you will get two different answers sometimes, because they're using two different sources of information. So I always tell you, too much information, my guru told me, too much information is bad for realization. Too much information is bad for realization because the guru can give you the right information. The guru can tell you this is all you want. Then why do you need to process? When you start using Chat GPT, oh, you're getting information which may be right, which may be wrong. How will you discriminate? How will you choose? So this is the challenge. Thank you, Girish. Ananda, Karma, Shayad, Sundar, wait.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
I have very strong views against ChatGPT, even though I use it rarely. In short, I would say ChatGPT cannot replace chat with the guru. And AI eventually is artificial intelligence created by humans. It can never ever surpass human intelligence. But yes, it can take over a brain of people who suffer from the brain rot, the new terminology that we have discovered these days. Attention spans are lesser. We don't want to use our brains. That happened with smartphones also. Earlier, people used to remember those long numbers, or they could do calculations also. Now we are completely reliant on our phones, even for time. We just check our times on phones, which is fine. Technology is good. While it's good for administrative purposes, I'm fairly strongly against creation of these artificial intelligence tools. Like you said, they give you different answers. While everybody was sharing their experiences, their prompts also, I just did a simple check on the Chat GPT, the original Chat GPT AI tool. I just wrote, "Who is Atman in Ravi?" It gave me the meaning of Atman. It gave me the meaning of Ravi. It did not tell me who is Atman in Ravi. And then it is asking me, and I'm reading it straight from there. Could you clarify the context, philosophical, spiritual, or literary, for a more precise interpretation? But when you put the same question in Meta AI, which is by Facebook, which is mostly on WhatsApp also, it gives you the right answer. It tells you about you, because a lot of communication from AiR happens on WhatsApp and Facebook. The data is going there. It's just simple feeding of data and getting that information. It can never ever surpass human intelligence, never. And it should and it must be used very discreetly. With so much of thinking and discrimination that it can be fatal to our brains, to our lives. It should be taken as information, like everybody else also said, and you also mentioned rightly. But
Good, well
yes,
said.
once again,
Very well said, Karma. Very beautifully said. So I think whatever reason, today we are talking spirituality, but whatever reason you're using Chat GPT or AI tools, please be careful in what you use, because don't go on the wrong path. I was in Delhi, and every time I go to Delhi, there's a particular studio, and the GPS tells you to go to the studio. You're entering a highway, and the GPS tells you have to go 20 kilometers in the highway and come back and take a left turn. But I know that at that point, police has opened that barricade. You don't need to go 20 kilometers. You just take a right turn and you are at the building. I'm telling this taxi driver, you don't need to go on the highway. He said, नहीं sir, Google दिखा रहा है sir. Google दिखा रहा है सीधा जाना है. I said, मत जाओ. मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मत जाओ. Right लो. He said, नहीं sir, right नहीं ले सकते. 20 वो highway में जाके आना है. Finally, because I shouted at him, he took a right turn and we reached in 10 seconds. And he was going to take 20-kilometer highway up and come down. So we have to be, what Karma said, we have to be very discreet. We have to discriminate. But in spirituality, GPT, let us conclude. We have 4 more people. No more questions, please. We have to close. Shayar, Sundargiri, Will, and Umana Traj. Shayar, quickly, and then we will close.
So, Prabhu, I just wanted to add that it also tells that you need to reconfirm the information, etc. And if you ask who you are, it is say, I'm a learning module. I'm learning, and what I give is what is available to me. It has data. We have data. And then there is a famous case, in a lawyer went to the court and told the judge, this case, this happened, I am relating this. And then the judge gave the decision also. And then later they found out that this lawyer had brought everything asking Chat GPT, and it created a judgment based on what he wanted.
Yes. So it can be quite dangerous. Thank you.
And of course,
Sundargiri,
spirituality, sir, spirituality may how it can help is if you are following something, etc., it will give you some data to know the basic terminologies which is already there. It will give you a consolidation of all slokas from Bhagavad Gita that talk about anger. And you can cross check also if you have the Gita.
yeah, but what is the use of that?
No, if you need it for something, na? If I need to write a paper,
But it will
and of
not help.
course,
It will not give you enlightenment.
no. From that experiential point of view, we are discrimination. We have already decided it will not,
Yeah,
but
agree.
it makes your job easy.
Done. It is a good servant, what Will said. Yes, Sundargiri. Sundar Uma Will.
Oh, yeah, I want to add some ideas about this, sir. For example, if we search in the dictionary about Lord Buddha, then most of the dictionaries will say that the philosopher from India, it will say. Are you getting me, sir?
Yeah, continue. Please speak, Sundar. Be quick. We're coming to the end of the call. So what does continue?
Could you hear me, sir?
Yes. Continue, please.
Could you hear me, sir, now?
Yes, please continue, Sundar. Okay, Will and Uma Nataraj. Follow.
Shivam, I think that for the really important decisions, you should do what you do, which is to ask SIP. And I've heard this from other enlightened people. He can ask questions from SIP if he needs a real good answer, just as you've said, firstly. Secondly, you said that ChatGPT can't answer questions about Jinglish, but actually it can. So I've just done that for you. It said in Jing. So this is in Jinglish, a combination of English and Mandarin. You see, it made it up, Mandarin. So the thing with ChatGPT, you have to know the answer. All the good answers, the people on this call who've spoken in favor of ChatGPT have all asked who is AiR, which you already know. This is a good use of chat. Only ask questions you already know the answer, then you get a good impression. But the moment you stray into other territory,
okay,
you're giving your money to a rascal, and then you're saying you can trust him. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Last comment from Uma Nataraj, and then I'll tell you my take on this subject. Uma Nataraj, and then we will close.
Shivam Guruji, I'm not alone. God is always with me. So
Yes,
similar like everyone, I also typed who is AiR, and it gave different answers like All India Radio, Artificial Intelligence Researcher, AiR Ranking, Adobe Integrated, Runtime, Artist in Residence, etc. And then again, it asked whether he's an author or is it a pseudonym or something. And then I said pseudonym, and then it gave some Anand Neelakantan. And then I said business tycoon turned spiritual seeker. And then it gave your name and details. So unless we know about the person we are asking, it can divert us. So we have to see whether we are in the mind state or conscious state. Otherwise, like the Google map, it can make us run 20 kilometers instead of taking a right turn. So we have to be aware of what we are asking. Like Will said, and if we know the answer, I think we'll be on the track. If we don't know, I think it will mislead us.
Okay, thank you. Let me conclude and tell you this thing. I want to ask you only one question, my dear friends. What would happen if in 2012 I went to ChatGPT instead of going to my guru? What would happen if I went to ChatGPT and asked my ChatGPT, my dear ChatGPT, give me enlightenment. I want Prabhu. I want God. I want the ultimate happiness. I want purpose. What happens after death? I took 10 questions on Talash. If I had asked ChatGPT, I would have got answers which I did not know right or wrong. How could I choose the answer? ChatGPT would have given me 10 answers. Very good. Give me the 10 best answers. But what is the right answer? How would I select? which God? Who God are you talking about? God is not the name and form. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of insights, answers, precise answers to the question. And therefore, if I were to choose GPT, ChatGPT, I would rather choose the Guru's powerful transformation. For me, GPT is Guru's powerful transformation. GPT. Chat GPT. What you must do, you must chat with the GPT, means you must chat with the Guru to get a powerful transformation. And this GPT is AiR you have every day. Every day you chat GPT. We are having chat GPT every day now. You can ask any question. And not only AiR will answer, so many masters are there in this call. Anybody can pull my shirt and say, hey, this is not correct. Anybody can pull me down, answer. Anybody can give their opinion. But chat GPT, my dear, is chat. Chat means what? Ask AiR. No? Ask. Chat is to ask. Chat GPT, chat to the Guru for a powerful transformation. If you want a transformation, if you want a metamorphosis, then I have learned Chat GPT is very important. But only my abbreviation of Chat GPT, the acronym is different. To me, Chat GPT, very, very, very important. Chat GPT, Chat Guru for powerful transformation. With folded hands, I bow down to you. See you tomorrow at 8.